Hello, LinPRinPers. Welcome back to another episode of Laraddiji's LinPRinP. I'm a Nigerian American lifestyle vlogger who loves living a peaceful life, and I love talking about situations we might find ourselves in that need peaceful endings. Today, it's all about the DIY section of this channel. Do it yourself. Do it yourself today. I'm talking about solutions that you can find all around you. And you might think this is a kind of deep topic, but it's actually a very simple topic. Solutions that we find all around us. And I've written a little thing here for me so that I can stay on topic. And I just want to give you guys a background story on how this topic came about. I always try to listen out and, listen out for a message before I come on here and, start talking and start, teaching myself mostly. And I hope that, you will learn something from this as well. So solutions are all around us, right? What problems are we facing right now? What problems are you facing right now? From the tiny little problems to the, bigger problems, there are already solutions around you. You just have to listen. You just have to look. You just have to pay very close attention, right? So this is a situation, like I said, I'm all about peaceful living. Everything I do is about peaceful living. I try my best to live a peaceful life, and I try to inspire others, inspire you as well. So the background story, right? The background story. So one day I was in the kitchen, and I was trying to, wash all the dishes. And first it'll be thinking about it. Oh my goodness, I have to wash all these dishes. And I know, there are different kinds of people in this world. The people that eat and wash their plate immediately, and people like me that eat and leave the plate there. This is like a whole nother topic that we can talk about. The different kinds of people, right? So I'm the latter, that one that we eat and leave the plate and expect magically that the plate will wash itself, right? And I want to say there's a lot of probably childhood memories coming up as I'm talking about this, especially with eating and leaving the plate in the dishes, right? Expecting someone would just magically wash it. So definitely childhood has something to do with it. How I grew up in my teenage years have something to do with it, and how I survived during my college years with that, and then into marriage. So like I said, this is a big topic to talk about eating and washing your plates. But I'm teaching my children now. Still a struggle. Teaching them, all right, when you're a certain age, when you eat, wash your dishes. Wash your dishes. I'm still struggling, right? So we're learning. And I'm still going under the topic of solutions are all around you, right? So I had dishes piled up in the kitchen. That's what started this whole thing. Dishes piled up in the kitchen, full-time job, 4 kids, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you have to cook. Well, now that they're in school, so breakfast and dinner mostly, working a night job and trying to balance everything. So that's where my struggle has been for the past 10 years. Over 10 years. I've been working nights for over 10 years, right? So it has always been a struggle with me how to find balance in, making food and cleaning up. Sometimes I'm like, I need help. I need an assistant here. I need a dishwasher. As moms, if you don't know yet that when someone says, will you marry me? Just know that you are going to be the cook, the dishwasher, the cleaner, the laundromat, the arranger, the manager. You are everything. So as I was growing into womanhood, it all started, slowly, all those things, all those issues that you used to push in the corner, they will start rearing their ugly head. Hence, dishwashing. So, I was having depression. about, okay, how am I going to wash all these dishes? Because now it's a monster in the kitchen, right? Our kitchen is open to the living room and is open to the hallway to the bedroom. I'll go from the bedroom into the kitchen, look at the pile of plates, walk into the living room, come back to the bedroom, take a nap. Like, oh, I have to tackle this monster. Thinking about it, dreaming about it, but not actually acting on it, right? Hence this channel, do it yourself today, right? Is there something that you have been procrastinating on? Master procrastinator. Is there anything you have been procrastinating on that you can do by yourself, that you are just wasting time on and not actually taking action? So I've done this walk multiple times, walking from the bedroom to the kitchen into the living room and coming around and making that round, circles, but not actually tackling the monster. I told myself, Lara, you just have to do it today, right? So I said, you know what? Let's slay this dragon. So I went in the kitchen and I was like, you know what? I have to. But you know what used to happen, right? So on those times that I'll work nights and, I'll be very tired, I'm sleeping, I'll be hearing, noise in the kitchen, and I'll come to the kitchen and the kitchen sink is looking really nice. And I'm like, and I'll be hearing the dishwasher, making noise like, wow, dishwasher. And I'll start the story back again. Back home in Nigeria, African mentality, dishwasher is for lazy people. You wash your dishes with your hand, right? So never use a dishwasher in Nigeria growing up. And then when we moved over here, my parents had a dishwasher, but we never really used it. Or maybe when we used it, it'll overflow. So trauma right there, right? And then when I moved into my little small apartment, before I got married, there was no dishwasher there. So I'll, would wash our dishes. And then when our family started to grow, I was like, oh yeah, just wash your dishes by your hand, wash it. And then we moved into this bigger apartment here in Texas, and it has a dishwasher. And I kid you not, we have been living here, November now is 3 years, exactly 3 years last week, right? Since we've been in Texas. And if I tell you that I just started using the dishwasher this month, November, you will not believe me. I was like, something's got to give. So now I have 4 kids under the age of 9, and they are eating like crazy. So what was happening was I was cooking, stressful cooking, right? For 6 people, stressful cooking, and then dishes pile up, kids eat, dishes pile up, and I'm like, when am I going to have time to tackle the dishes before the next meal comes in? So that was always my struggle. So every time I would sleep, I'll wake up and the kitchen was all done. I'll be like, oh, thank you, my husband. Thank you. Because it was my husband that did it. My husband would go into the kitchen within 5 minutes, clean. I go in the kitchen within 5 minutes, mess. And it just made me remember one of Pastor K's teaching that, find out what your strengths are, what are your weaknesses. That kitchen sink has always been my weakness. I can cook, no problem. But that cleanup, oh, I wish I could hire a robot to do that for me, right? So I'll be like, how do you do this thing? You'll be like, I use the dishwasher, I just put everything in the dishwasher. It's like, I'm African, I'm an African woman. We don't use dishwasher, we don't need dishwasher, we wash our dishes. And then my husband will be like, go and wash it now. Like, I'll start crying. Please help me. So I just want to thank my husband at this point, right? That thank you for not giving up on me. Because honestly, if you see the mess, you will run. So the first thing is that African mentality of, solutions are for lazy people. Dishwasher, that's for lazy people. Stroller, that was another thing. Baby stroller, that's for lazy people. You can back your baby now. Why are you going to be using stroller? You're not a true African woman. There's lots of solutions that are available for us, but I feel like a lot of the solutions, because of our mentality, because of where we're coming from, because of our experiences, we feel like, oh, that's for lazy people. Oh, that's for people that don't really want to put in the work. Oh, that's for, and then, I'll also put this little topic in there, weight loss. A lot of people go in for liposuction after giving birth. A lot of people do this medication now that just came out, semaglutide, Ozempic, to lose weight fast. Even though I don't feel like it's healthy. Side effects, definitely. But, African side, we like to do the hard work and get the results. Over here, there's a lot of solutions, but it makes you kind of lazy. So that was my point of view, like, dishwasher. I can never do dishwasher, and sometimes when you're washing dishes, there's a scientific term for it. I'll put it in the video. When you're washing dishes, that sensory, the water falling on the dishes, you washing, those are the times where I think, and a lot of things come to my mind. And the same thing goes with even when you are in the shower, right? Those sensory things help your brain to kind of focus and think, and a lot of thoughts come to my mind when I'm thinking. And I actually made the mistake of saying that at work one day. I was like, you people use dishwasher. I use hand to wash my own dishes, or, because it gives me time to think and reflect. And they were making fun of me like, you come and wash my own dishes. I'm like, no. I make my mess, I wash my mess. So dishwashing has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. I don't even know which one uses more water. Which one uses more water? I don't even know. Please let me know in the comment section. Which one do you think uses more water? Which one is more cost effective? Hand washing, and there's a way you can do your hand washing that will save water compared to dishwashing. I definitely know that. I think back home I learned how to manage things very well. You put your water, put your soap in a little bowl, and you use just one bowl to wash all the dishes, and then you use a little bit amount of water to rinse it off. Otherwise, compared to the dishwasher where the water just runs and runs, I have to do like an analysis of the water bill, comparing both. But yeah, there are definitely advantages and disadvantages of hand washing and dishwashing. So I wrote down here African mentalities. So yeah, definitely there's an African mentality about it. I want to do it by myself, right? I don't want to use machine. And this is where robots, right, AI, they are taking control, taking over our lives, and this is where it starts from. But I think from me using the dishwasher now a little bit over 3 weeks, I have definitely seen, maybe a month, I've definitely seen a lot of changes. It definitely boosts me psychologically because I'm able to put all those dishes now. I told my husband, I said, you have to show me. Just show me how you're doing this magic in the kitchen, where the kitchen is a mess and within 5 minutes, everything is all cleaned out. So he showed me how to do it. And now, before I used to beg my husband, please come and help me. I'm tired. Please, this is a little overwhelming. And, out of his kindest heart, he will help me put all the dishes in the sink. And then voila, the kitchen is looking all good. So he taught me how to do it. And then I felt empowered. Oh my goodness. I felt empowered. So now I'm not that antsy about doing dishes. I put all my dishes in the dishwasher now. I put the soap in and I just shut the door and you set it and forget it. And now the dishes are clean. I put all the dishes away. I'm happier to do it now because that weight has been lifted up of just looking at the pile of plates in the kitchen. So definitely the African mentality was part of it, and also growth. The person I was many, many years ago as a new wife, new mom, is definitely not that person right now. I'm growing. Back in the day, I used to be terrified of just washing dishes because I don't think as I was growing up, especially in my teenage years, a lot of, which I thank my mom for. My mom is like, go study your books, I'll take care of the dishes, go study your books, I'll take care of the dishes. So I was kind of pampered in that way. And I just thank God for my understanding husband that has helped me throughout the years. And I'm watching him, I'm a better person. Growth has set in. I'm in my 30s now. A lot has changed from that little young mentality to an adult mom that's, able to that's able to solve problems. And that's what I do at work. You solve problems. And if I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm doing this, taking care of children. If I'm going to be doing this, and those things need to come to me naturally. And I'm just thankful that I'm the type of person that is teachable. I know when I am weak, I know where I'm strong at, and I know how to help my weakness become a strength. So if you're in this moment of your life where you think, oh, I'm not good at something, that is not the end of it. As long as you are willing to change, as long as you are willing to learn to be better, then you can do it. All right. So I just want to I thank my husband because he's been patient all through this time, because some people will not even take that. Come home. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you just worked how many hours. You are still going to cook, you are still going to clean, you are still going to do this. So I just thank him for being patient and understanding. Now I love doing dishes. I've done a little video for you guys of the chaos of how it's still a chaos, caring for 4 kids and 6 people in the house, but it's not a monstrosity as usual before. Now I'm able to put everything together. I make sure the counter is free of things. I try my best. I still get tired most days because, as a woman in America, you will work, you will come home, you will cook. It's very, very stressful, and you definitely need an understanding partner to help you navigate through it all. So on this section of this channel, do it yourself today. You can definitely do it yourself today. All right. Stop procrastinating. And this message is 100% for me. Stop procrastinating. Just attack that dragon and slay it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things in living a peaceful life. Make sure you pick the right person. Make sure you pick the right partner, because that goes a long way in your journey to your growth, right? And this is a journey to LinPRinP. So I want to thank you guys for watching up until this time. Till next time, stay blessed. You see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You see me in my next one. Bye.